Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we're looking at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Marvel Legends SANDMAN figure from the 6-pack. And this figure is like 95% old parts, but they did a really good job with it, so I'm pretty happy about it. It's going to be a pretty short review, and you guys are going to know right off whether or not you want to track this guy down. So let's just get him off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands just about 7 3/4 inches tall, maybe a little bit more than that, which makes him just about 19.5 centimeters. Again, we've seen all of these parts before. Some of the anatomy is a little bit questionable. He's got some kind of weird abdominal muscles going on. It's not terrible. And then a little bit of strangeness in the back, but again, it's not terrible. It's okay. Really, what's going to come down to this figure is the paint job, and I have to say they did a pretty good job with it. For being basically all brown and tan, it's got some nice appeal, and they did a decent job with the line work, so I'm happy about that. They painted the belt buckle, so that's a good thing. Could have used a little bit of paint on the shoes, but the face and head looks pretty good. They painted the teeth well enough. He can get away with having that dirty look because he is SANDMAN, so that's okay. And then the hair has some shading in it also, so very pleased with that. Nice paintwork all the way around though. Could have used a little shading, I guess, but it's still fine. So in terms of the articulation, can't lean the head too far back. It doesn't really want to go too far back, doesn't really want to go too far forward, but it has enough play. So I think that's all right. And then for the shoulders, full range, no problem at all there. Bicep swivel works just fine. Single jointed elbow. Mine's kind of floppy. Doesn't even want to hold, so that's a bit of a bummer, but if you go all the way, it'll hold. Wrist swivel and hinge. Ab crunch works just fine. It goes all the way back, but looks pretty weird. Goes all the way forward, no problem at all. Waist swivel is just fine. Hips come pretty far forward. No issues there. And they go a little bit back, all the way out to the side. Full thigh swivel. Not bad. You guys remember for the Absorbing Man review, the hips are a little janky, a little catchy. You can see sometimes it'll move both legs. It's not bad though. You can pretty much work around it, so it's no big deal. Double jointed knees work just fine, so that's a good thing. And then for the ankles, we have a little bit of play in the foot, so it goes back and forward a little bit, and you get your ankle rocker, so that's okay. One thing worth noting, his right leg is just a little bit longer, and it's not just the pose. I've compared them, I've measured them, I've lined them up. Seems like his right leg is just a little bit longer than his left leg, by the tiniest of margins, but it might be noticeable to you once you have the figure. If you pose him, of course, it's not going to matter, but it's worth noting since this is a review after all. Not a bad figure. I'm not upset about it. He could have been better, but he's not bad, so I think it's all right. It's a nice addition to the collection. So there it is, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you can see my upcoming figure reviews, custom figures, and other good stuff. And in the meantime, keep collecting.